I'm getting sick. Bollywood! Bollywood, the biggest film industry in the world. Indian cinema pumps out like 2,000 movies a year, according to the internet. You can't believe everything you read on the internet, okay? Those single MILFs in my neighborhood just wanted my credit card details. They weren't interested in anything else at all. But I'm pretty sure that Indian cinema pumps out a lot of movies, and we can believe them on this one. Anyway, in 30 years, I have not even seen one Bollywood movie. That's like 60,000 movies if they have been as busy as the internet says. And I feel kind of bad about that, so I thought let's change that. I want to watch a Bollywood movie and share my experience with you guys. Now I know what some of you were going to say. Oh my god, he put India in the title. He's using India for views. Don't judge me, okay? 1/3 of my audience is Indian. I'm just trying to connect. So earlier in the week, I sat down and watched my first Bollywood movie. I watched 2011's Singham starring Ajay Devgan and Prakash Raj. And boy, am I glad I chose Singham as my gateway into Bollywood and Indian cinema. Because before, I can guarantee, having now watched Singham, I had never seen anything like this before, ever. That movie is something else. I got whiplash just trying to keep up with the plot. It's got all the genres. Why conform to one? Why just choose one genre when you could have them all? Admittedly, it was a bit disorientating at first. It took me a while to understand what was going on because the movie starts on a really dark note. Okay, Goa's police inspector tops himself while he's on the phone to his wife. She has to listen to him put a bullet in his brain. Rocket! And it literally goes from that to this. Now the movie's a musical. There's no explanation. It goes from a guy shooting himself in the head to Singham half naked in a temple, surrounded by people playing the drums, looking directly into the camera and singing his own name. Intense drama and musical in the first few minutes, just crashing together. I had no idea what was going on, but what I can tell you is that Singham is one hot, steamy beefcake. And his tunes are complete fire. His soundtrack is a complete smash. And you can trust Singham because the kids, they love him. So it turns out Singham is this village police officer who really shouldn't be a police officer at all. He just does whatever the fuck he wants. Bajirao Singham is what you would get if James Bond, Luther, John McClane, Mel Gibson all had a baby together, left that baby in the wild, it was raised by Indian lions, and then had to fight the alpha male lion to become leader of the pride, and then somehow found its way back to society and a policeman in this village. That is how Singham behaves. He breaks a ton of laws, not following any rules, and deals with everything his own way, which is usually this. That's right, he slaps people so hard on the head, so hard that they bounce on their back and front. That's how he makes that work. Like, he hits them so hard that either that happens or their internal organs just fall out of their ass. Remember, this is a movie that started with a woman listening to her husband blow his brains out. Rocket! But now the main character's bouncing criminals like a basketball. No police work is getting done here whatsoever.
जो कानून तोड़ेगा मैं उसकी हड्डियां तोड़ूंगा चंद्रकांत जी सुनवाई तर झाली.
To be honest, becoming a police officer in the first place seems like a complete waste of Singham's time. I mean, he presumably took interviews, had tests, all this kind of stuff that he passed to get the job with no intention of using any police procedure to get shit done. He's just, you break the rules, you get up, bro. That's how it works here in Singham's village. The uniform's just because he likes the way his ass looks in uniform. That's it. Even his dad calls him on his shit.
इतना बड़ा पुलिस स्टेशन काय के लिए खुलवा के रखा है? जहाँ ना कोई चोर जेल के अंदर जाता है, ना किसी का केस रजिस्टर होता है.
The first big fight scene that we get to enjoy comes about 25 minutes into the movie when a local girl from Singham's village gets harassed at the cinema and her scarf gets stolen.
गाँव वालों को अगर पता चल गया तूने ऐसा किया है तो वो तुम्हारे टुकड़े टुकड़े कर देंगे.
अच्छा, ये देखो.
It's horrific and disgusting. I don't even want to talk about it because I might be triggering victims of scarf theft. I'm sorry if I am. What happens, and these goons, obviously, they didn't know that they had signed their death warrant, because if anyone is going to harass hot chicks from Singham's village, it's Singham. That's right, only Singham can slap women about and get away with it. No one else. So obviously when he hears about the stolen scarf, our boy f***ing loses it and he goes off. So he beats the living crap out of these guys, destroys a bunch of innocent people's vehicles, presumably snaps this guy's spine. Mario jumps over a dude and hits a guy with enough force to make physics shit the bed. Whoa, f***. This guy just got hit really hard. Remind me, do I make him go up or down? I've forgotten. I can't even remember anymore. Dude, did you see how hard this guy got hit? I have no idea what's happening right now. I think I'm having an orgasm. Did you see the way he jumped over that dude in midair? I think I was supposed to do something with their bodies, but I forgot. Does Singham put any of these guys in jail? No, that would be a waste of everyone's time. He daddies up. He daddies up. Takes his belt off and gives him a whooping. And then he goes for a sweet bike ride. Obviously, nothing drops a girl's panties quite like defying the laws of physics and beating the living shit out of an entire army of goons. So inevitably, the next 20 minutes of the movie were exclusively about romance. The plot wasn't moved forward at all, didn't even reference anything to do with the guy shooting himself in the head or the main bad guy at all. But things thankfully pick up when the bad guy inexplicably has to sign some paperwork in Singham's police station, specifically his police station. Anyway, the bad guy doesn't want to drive his ass out of Goa to this little village, wherever it is, and he tries to send someone else to go and do it for him. He sends a proxy, and this really pisses Singham off, which is strange considering how much police work, procedure, and law he blatantly flaunts throughout the movie. But only Singham can break the law. No one else. No one else can skirt around police procedure but Singham. Anyway, nonetheless, Singham beats on the dude he sent in his place and provokes the bad guy in coming to his village face to face, where they square off for the first time. Literally nothing violent happens. They just, a few stern words. The bad guy threatens that it could make his life very, very difficult for him. And for absolutely no reason at all, his entire village goes mental. They get weapons, they arm themselves, they storm his police building, and one guy stabs a f***ing car. That escalated quickly. Just let me stab him, Singham. Just let me I don't even know this guy, Singham, but I'm gonna stab him in the chest. Oh, stabby, stabby. Wow.